Hello everyone, it's Bernina Jeff at High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop. We are a retail fabric shop here in Western Colorado. I'm not an employee of Bernina of America, but I do try to help a lot of you Bernina owners get sewing again on your sewing machines. So I just got back from Bernina University and I got a little pushback from techs and some people there that my oiling method from the top down is not being performed exactly right, or the oil's in the wrong place, and they'd rather have me oil according to the recommendation from Bernina. So that recommendation on oiling is to take your bobbin case out, and the bobbin case are these nice big black ones, and I have this little bobbin case holder right here. You can hold that there while you're doing your oiling, or if you have the red or the yellow bobbin case, you can have that in there and switch them back and forth. So that's a really cool, handy gadget. So the oiling method they suggest is to take the bobbin case out, push on this little piece of metal over here to open up that cover, and pull out the hook. So this is what they call the 9 hook. And while it's out, there's 2 little pads in there that need to be oiled. And you can use the Bernina oil that comes in a pre-filled little guy. When that runs out, this is exactly the same oil, and it's a much better precision tip. So we're going to put a drip of oil on those pads, and I keep dripping it until it doesn't absorb anymore. And if it's a mess in there, I keep a Q-tip handy and I wipe out the excess. Now, inside here, you want to, there's a ridge, there's the black. You don't want to oil on the black, but the next ridge down, put 1 drip of oil. See where that's at? And that's all it requires. I like to do that every day or 2 right before I start sewing. Now, while I have a light in there, you want to look at these little driver, these tabs. Threads will get wrapped around there. If threads wrap around there, you want to take your offset tweezer head and grab the threads and pull them out of there. So there's one there, and if you rotate, there's one there. So you want to make sure there's no threads wrapped around those tabs. If there are, you can get a really poor stitch quality or no stitching at all. Now, here is the best part of this whole video. I hope you've watched this long, because I have a really easy trick to get all this back assembled. So that's the 9 hook, and that's the holder area. So I'm going to put this little gray dot straight down to 6 o'clock, straight down. So all you got to remember is 2 numbers, 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So there's 6 o'clock. Now you put this dot at 12 o'clock as you're holding it, put it on that race, swing it up, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Now, sometimes it snaps right in. Other times you take your hand, turn the hand wheel just a little bit till you hear it click in. And now you want to rotate it once all the way around and make sure that everything's back together. And it won't turn if it's messed up. So I get these phone calls every week. They said, Jeff, I've just oiled and cleaned my machine. Now I get the blue screen of main sink 1010 error or gears. It's because this got in cattywampus or a little askew, and if you test it by hand, it even says it on the screen. So let's go through the routine on the screen. So if you forget and you can't find my video, you can learn exactly how to do this by pressing your settings, which is the gears, and then you go to the sewing machine, and then the wrench is your service. So we're going to go to the wrench, and then you have oil can. So we're going to touch the oil can. And it's going to give you a video on how to do this. It's exactly what we just did. So we pulled it all out. We're going to put 1 drip of oil right on that angle, and the oil's in the middle there, and then reinstall. And it even says right here, check by turning the hand wheel. And then after that, you can insert the bobbin case. So we're going to take our bobbin case. Inserting this bobbin case, if you make sure this is horizontal, not tilted either way, and push at the top and bottom, not in the middle, it latches better. So horizontal, top and bottom, and you hear a very light click. Now that's ready to go and sew. I also have special pack of 25 bobbins. There's been a rash of counterfeit bobbins out there. People are buying bobbins on Amazon and that sort of thing. They look exactly like the Bernina bobbins, but they get stuck in the bobbin case or they don't sew at all. So you want to make sure you're buying your bobbins from a Bernina dealer in a Bernina packaging. And this is one of my best sellers. You get 25 bobbins and it's in this case. Keep the mirrors really handy and not scratched off, and it's a really good value because you basically, if you bought 25 bobbins, you would get, it's like getting the case for free by buying it this way. I also have a new stick-on holder for feet. One for a narrow sort of the 5mm feet, and one for the D feet or the C feet. And if you're just swapping back between certain feet, it's a great way to attach to your machine and have them handy there, like the bobbin holder. So it's been Bernina Jeff. I hope this helps you out and helps you from getting scolded from your tech from not oiling the right way. So thanks very much. And you want to check out my my site, which is bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. All my handy dandy little stick-on parts and things that I have developed with my 3D guy are on there, and also my oil. This is the #1 seller on the site, is this oil with the 2-inch precision tip. When you put the tip on, you want to make sure you put it on straight, because if you put it on crooked, some of this little red stuff gets stuck in the tip. We're including a little wire tool with all the oilers now, but it actually can be put horizontal in your drawer and it won't leak out. Handy to have maybe a little paper towel underneath it, but it doesn't leak in my sewing drawers and stuff. So thanks for watching. You can always call too if you want to talk to ourselves, and that's at 970-256-1293, or I answer all my emails at jpvlefty@aol.com. They're all in my description. I put all these in the description on every video. So thanks for watching.